Hey everybody, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And we're Tilted K Homestead.
We are.
And we've got a... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, and today we were going to be making a couple of different videos for you guys.
That's right. If you're watching the smoker video of us doing the ham and the ribs and the other things in the smoker, there'll be a link to Missy's video. She's making spiced apple chips in the dehydrator.
Dehydrated, yes.
And there'll be a link right up here to her video.
And if you're watching my video for dehydrated spiced chips, I will leave a link to Eric's video up top so that you can go in and check on what he's doing too.
So the reason that we are making this video and cooking all of this food is...
Okay, so we're preparing this food for our trip down to Arkansas. The land that we purchased down there is going to be our future homestead.
That's
and
correct.
We've been preparing, we've been doing a lot of preparing for this journey. So we're really excited to be showing you guys some of the things that we've been doing for food prep.
That's right. So Missy is making the apple chips, and that will be a snack for us while we're down there, while we're working on the land, and also for the trip down there. I'm making applesauce glazed ham, and we're going to take that and we're going to get some meals out of it, and we're going to get...
we're going to make some ham salad.
Ham salad.
And we're going to use our fresh, our canned relish.
Also, it is an applesauce glazed ham. So we will leave a link for the applesauce canning video right there as well. So we're going to get a meal, and she's going to make a ham salad out of that. Now we're also going to cook ribs, which we are actually going to have tonight for dinner.
Tonight.
Then we're cooking some sweet sausage, which will go into several meals for this coming week, because we don't leave till Saturday, a week from today.
Yep.
But we're also going to do some sage or rosemary olive oil chicken that Missy's going to make chicken salad out of, and that is all going in the smoker. We are going to have a ton of video.
Yes.
For our trip down and what we're doing when we're down there. Those of you that have followed along, you will get to see a much better, the land that we have there. Even though it's forested, we're going in there and we're going to really check it out. So we hope that you guys stay tuned. And if you're watching my video about the smoker, come see me now and we'll go on with that.
Alright, and if you're watching my video, dehydrating apple chips, I will meet you guys in the kitchen.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you in a bit.
Okay, guys, here we are. We are back in our kitchen, and I'm showing you this dehydrator because one of my very good friends, I should say a lifelong friend, Cindy, got this for me for my birthday. It was so nice of her. She is such a supporter for us on our journey to our homestead, and I love the fact that she thought of sending me a dehydrator. So today, the dehydrator came with a really great book with some awesome recipes, and today I thought I would dehydrate some apples and make spiced apple chips for you. I know you guys can't try them, but you can watch. Alright, so let's get that started. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to peel our apple. I have my apple core hooked up to the side of my counter here. Alright, so basically this works. You pull this back, slide this back. We're going to stick our apple on there and get this back up. And we are going to get our apples peeled, and as it's peeling, it is also slicing the apple and coring it at the same time. So this really saves a lot of time peeling and coring apples. Alright. So now I'm going to finish getting the rest of my apples cut up. Okay guys, I got my apples all peeled, cored, and sliced into 1/4 inch thick slices. Take a look at those. Now we're going to be working on getting the spices to toss onto this apples. So according to this recipe, it basically says that we need some vanilla, lemon juice, sugar, cinnamon, and some nutmeg. So we're going to get those in there into the bowl, and I'll reposition you guys so you can see what's going on. Okay, we have all our ingredients here. What this calls for is 1 tablespoon of sugar, but we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar because we're using 4 apples. I'm doubling the recipe. We are going to put in 4 tablespoons of lemon juice, alright. Then we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, okay, and then 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. There we go. Alright, so we are going to mix this all up, and we are going to bring over our apples so that we can coat our apples in this mixture. Alright, let's get that all on there. Sometimes I like to add a little bit more cinnamon to this because I like the cinnamon flavor. Usually I add more cinnamon to anything that I make with cinnamon in it. Alright, let's get these coated. And mostly they use the lemon juice to help prevent the apples from getting brown. I'm going to add just a touch more cinnamon. Give it a little bit more flavor of cinnamon. Alright, let's get those mixed around. Okay. So those look like they're pretty much coated. You don't want them too coated with that cinnamon. You want them all to have a pretty even coat of cinnamon and nutmeg, coated in lemon juice. Alright, so now I think we're ready at that point that we can start putting them on our trays. This dehydrator came with 5 trays, so I doubled the recipe, and I'm going to get ready to put those apples on there. But I wanted to let you know that this dehydrator calls for a temperature of 145 degrees, and it calls for 6 to 12 hours for the apples to dehydrate fully. I had tried this before, and it took a little bit longer. It was more like 17 hours versus the 12 hours. But that's okay. I know that I'll have to leave them overnight. But with that being said, according to the book and the recipe, they give you a little tip. It says that every 3 hours you should rotate your trays. So if you come up with a method and take all your trays off and always start from the top, you can go top, put put it down on the bottom, and then keep rotating. So that's kind of the easy method that I'm gonna kind of follow, just so that I don't get confused and put the wrong tray on the wrong side. Alright, so let's get that going. We're gonna fill up our trays. Alright. It says to make sure that you evenly space them out so that they have enough airflow so that they dry pretty evenly. The apples themselves are pretty much at an even thickness of about 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to try to get on as many apples as possible. I'm not sure how many will actually fit on because the last time I did this I only did 2 apples. But because it only took 2 trays, we're going to see what 4 apples will get us and see if we'll be able to fill up all 5 trays. Alright, so this last tray that I'm filling up seems to be a lot of pieces that kind of got broken as I was tossing them, but that's okay. They'll still be edible. And I did want to mention earlier too that we are doing this so that we have some snacks for our trip on the way down to Arkansas, which is actually very exciting because we'll be able to go to check out our homestead, and we're going to plot out some land that we'd like cleared. So this whole journey is starting to progress very fast. So in preparation for that, we are making apple chips so that we'll have snacks on the way down. Now I have all of those in there, and as I said before, this gets set at 145 degrees, and I'm gonna set it for 3 hours because during the day I like to keep my trays rotated so that they dehydrate evenly. We're just going to, it's already on 145. Okay, and then, oh, it's already set for 3 hours from the last time I used it. So all we need to do is hit start and put on our cover. Alright, there we go. We are all set. So when this goes off in 3 hours, I'll give you guys a peek when I rotate the trays. Alright, see you then. Okay, it's been 3 hours, so the timer just went off, and we are going to check to see what these look like. Alright, you guys ready? We're going to position you so you can see. There we go. I think that looks about right. Alright. Cover off. And we're going to take all of the trays out and put them down so that this top tray can go right on the bottom. I can already tell by just looking at them that they are getting dehydrated. They're starting to wrinkle up. Alright, so last step is we're going to get this cover on, and then we're going to restart it. So if we turn this back on, we know that our temperature is at 145. You guys can see that. And we're going to make sure that we still have it set at 3 hours because we still want to rotate our trays every 3 hours. So that was our first 3 hours, And now we're going to let it run for another 3 hours, and then we'll rotate the trays again. So that'll be the halfway point, and then pretty much we'll let them go until about 12 hours and check them. But as I said the last time, they took 17 hours, so I think they're going to be going overnight. But we'll check them again, and we'll let you guys see what those look like. Alright, catch you in a little while. Alright guys, we're back. It's been a complete 6 hours, and the timer has gone off. So now we're going to rotate our trays again. And this time I'm going to let the dehydrator run for about 6 hours straight overnight. It's getting late, and I'm thinking that I will catch you guys in the morning. So let's show you what we're going to do. We're going to rotate the trays. Alright, these are actually starting to pull up from the tray. You can tell that they're on their way to getting dehydrated. I'm thinking that they're just about halfway there. Alright. Let's get that back on there. Let's get our cover back on there. Okay, so we have it going for 6 hours at 1:45 again. And I'm thinking that, like I said, I'm going to let those go overnight. It seems like they're just about done, but like I said last time when I did these, it took about 17 hours, not just 12 hours. So like I said, I'll catch you guys in the morning. Have a good night. See you later. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for sticking with me. It did go overnight, but the spiced apple crisp chips look really good. I'll show you those in a second, but I just want to say it took 16 hours for them to actually crisp up, which was an hour less than the last time I had tried it. Thinking maybe it took an extra hour because I had a tray of bananas in there, so it might have added the time for the dehydration. But this time it only took 16 hours, so let's get right to it. Alright, here we go, guys. Look at those apples. They look awesome. They're crispy. And I haven't tried one yet, but they do look much better than the last ones that I made. So those are looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do with these now, let's get you guys turned back around here. What I'm going to do with these now is I'm going to take them and put them in a mason jar for storage. So let's get that. I just tend to reach right over there. So we'll get this positioned over here for you guys so you can see. Alright. There we go. So basically all I have is my mason jar. And you can break them up or you can just put them in whole. It doesn't really matter, however you like to do it. So basically that was it. This one is a little big, so I do need to break that in half. This is just a regular mouth. If I had a wide mouth, I probably wouldn't have had to break that in half. But that's okay. Alright. I think these are going to be an excellent snack on our way down to our land in Arkansas. That was basically 2 trays, and you know, I got a good amount of apple chips in there. Nice for snacking. Alright guys, so again, I would like to say thank you so much for joining me. and spending the time watching our videos. Much appreciated. I'd just like to let you know that you can hit that subscribe button at any time. And if you're really enjoying our videos, please share them. It helps us out tremendously. We love that you're watching our videos. And again, I'd like to thank you for spending the time here. All right, everyone, take care and have a great day. Bye.